Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ironside cast. With me Matt, where we have a freebie free all here on Pavlov's house. It's on the Western Front. Let's go through the players. Representing the Allies today, the Commander Section 0 gave an airborne company for the United States. We have Wobber Flobber as the British Commonwealth without a commander. And Lobo also is the United States, also without a commander yet. Representing the Germans today, we have a triple Waffen assist with Kakabo without a commander. We have I Hate My Life as Panther Tactics. And Vavrika without a commander choice yet. So this one turns out. Airborne heading southwards into this urban area, residential area. Also see some Pathfinders coming out here at the edge of the map. Looks like they're arriving right there. You have elite scout infantry able to US airborne. There also some British Grenadier Guards coming out here. So it looks like they've gone for Guard Regiment. Guard Regiment is pretty good at what they do. We also have mechanized United States on the northern flank, alright. Good mix of everything. But looks like Vavrika is going to encounter the Echelon here. I just had to drink some soda there. Huge shots have been fired across the front line then. We're now going to encounter some more of the Waffen assist in the center. Let's check something. Yeah, good, I was just making sure. Anyway, it looks like the Americans are securing the southern part here. The Germans are not being able to counter them yet, but they are fighting from the structure. So we're probably in some city in Germany at this point in the war. When all the Allied forces are present here, apart from the Soviets, obviously. But the Waffen assist is doing their best to try and hold the line. There's some Sturmgrenadiers, both Panzer and Jäger, so good mix of units here for the Waffen assist. And the final commander has not picked anything yet. American riflemen trying to flank, but they get cut to pieces there. Trying to get pants and cover instead. But the Sturmgrenadiers are just too accurate with their K98s. Lots of accurate fire. They're moving out another squad. These Sturmgrenadiers can be pretty damn lethal early on. Along here in the street, looks like the airborne are going to have that long, prolonged fight in front of them. Can't get inside the structure. Doesn't really do much though. We have a Jeep here with a 30 caliber machine gun. Driving up to try and support the United States forces. And the Pathfinders do their best to try and hold. Accurate fire is hitting the Jeep though. Now let's go to Sturm Pioneers moving about. Realism have been mowed down. Pathfinders do their best to try and hold here. They're only 3 man though, but they are very high quality infantry. Behind cover at long range. These guys actually do... excuse me. These guys actually do fairly well. It's just that they arrive only with 2 carbines and a Thompson early on. So long range, they're not going to be the most efficient early on. Like if you get them in behind medium range, or now they were going to get the Springfield sniper rifle, they cancel it. We'll actually make them really good at long range. So they're going for Thompsons instead, so they're going to go for medium range. Which actually makes them fully armed with Thompsons, by the way. Which makes them actually surprisingly scary. You can actually sneak up on the enemy with them and do a lot of work. And the British forces are encountering more of the Waffen assistance forces. Reverse to carry on getting onto the field here. I consider a 30 caliber machine gun here to cover this bombed out residential area. Lots of more Grenadier Guards on the move here. So lots of very high quality British infantry here. The Americans starting to get some more ground. Also finally securing the southern part down here. We have a cool log and MG-54 driving around. Still no commander choice here from the Waffen SS. Americans are taking this slow and steady. With that beacon, they will be able to call in airborne very safely once they get enough command points for that. I'm imagining commander section might go for a lot of airborne forces. Here we have Hitler Youth holding down in the center. Be careful with your freeze. It's a British tries to support the Americans up north. But the SS has Fallschirm Pioneers in the field now. A cheaper unit you can get if you're playing as the Waffen assist. Jägers, that is. Perhaps we'll even see some Jäger infantry, but you never know. Hitler Youth fighting southwards now to try and help secure some ground. But the Americans who control this road here. Gives them a little bit more resource to work with. Americans also threatening the northern fuel point. Good pineapple grade there. That's going to give the Allies quite an advantage. Reinforced barbed wire has been set up though. These forces trying to slowly push up now. They have a pretty big fight ahead of them. That's a lot of Germans fortified around here. We do have a Vickers machine gun coming up. And we also have a Vickers K on top of this. That's a lot of firepower. Trying to apply some more pressure down the Sturm Grenadiers. Hitler for trying to get around the flank. Throwing the grenade. Oh, it's an incendiary grenade at that. Oh, that's dangerous. Looks like we have the US Air Force dropping in. So we have some medical equipment being airdropped first. So there's an American lieutenant arriving on the field. It looks like he has gone for his airborne abilities, so we might see a lot of that happening. Mthis remains their hold here in the center, creating a little bit of a bolt that sticks out. Viking Pioneers moving up to try and secure some ground, but they get Bear 43s. We get pinned down by the American machine gun. There's also mines. Almost getting completely cut down there. Lieutenant is not going to have a good fight now. Oh, that's a flamethrower there. They picked a commander. Yes, they picked Mechanisierte. Which I guess explains why there's a half-track here now already. So we have a German mechanized force here on the southern flank. With some flamethrower armed Sturm Pioneers flying around. Trying to clear out the area. Americans going to need some kind of AT equipment. We have an AT gun arriving on the field, but it will have to move very quick. So that's going to mean both munitions points are going to be in German hands. It's going to certainly be a problem here for the Allies. Mines also quickly being laid here by the Germans. No, I'm not sure what these riflemen can do. They don't have much to deal with this half-track. That's the tank rifle blade did not hit. Gonna have to pull further back. My throat is suddenly acting up just when I begin recording. Typical. Do an M20 here, an armored car be able to use mechanized. Using a 50 caliber machine gun on top of it. Also some common idiots working alongside it. It's gonna be a very hard little force to take out if they get in a good position. Reese guns and carbines on them. So these guys are equipped for short range combat. That's a white phosphorus grenade. To allow them to take that point safely. Get up there to the trench. Suffering some losses. Oh! They do take out the Greyhound, but the crew can just jump out. Instantly becoming an infantry squad that way. And stealing that MT-42. Can they get away from that? That's the question. Yeah, certainly trying to make a run for it. Here comes some mechanized troops to try and hold the front line. I mean, he's also trying to make a run. Looks like they will succeed in getting away there. But the cavalry troopers get mowed down by the Untersturmführer of the Waffen-SS. Now here the cylinder brace is trying to push over again. Tank has been rolled out. The southern flank. How much is going on yet? We do have some airborne actually to go around the flank. I completely missed this. Those are the airborne managed to actually get around and cut off the Germans down here. Must have been a very risky jump, but looks like it paid off somewhat. If they lost one squad. So they have one squad remaining here. Trying to do their best against these Sturm Grenadiers. Oh, they got flanked and mowed down by some MP40s. That works too.
Men, lock and load.
I hate having a decision with my throat suddenly. Half-track with some more Pioneers in the field here. I don't think the Viking Pioneers are equipped for this. I don't think Viking Pioneers actually have any AT equipment on them at base. Half-track backs off. So we have an airstrike coming in from the US Air Force. Straight from the residential area. Probably this house here because the Germans were probably occupying it. Certainly took some damage though. All the medical equipment is actually helping the riflemen get back to full strength very quickly. And we have a Stuart tank hanging southwards as well. But up here the fighting continues with these combat engineers having a little bit of an engagement with the Storm Pioneers using grenades. Oh, that was White Foster's grenade. And then the half-track pushes up to try and take the ground. And more of the American troops are arriving, including the cavalry troopers. Red stolen MG42. Television strike being called here by the Untersturmführer. Right around the American machine gunners. Yeah, I don't think the Germans can hold this at the moment. I mean, he's getting close here. Lots of fighting going on now all of a sudden. Yeah, I think the Germans might not be able to hold this line. You got some Jägers in the field. Not a Ying squad able to SS Jäger. Oh, they even lost the Untersturmführer. And the trench is on fire. Oh, that's gotta suck. Now the cavalry troopers come up as well. So the stolen MG42. And the half-track also still has 50 caliber machine gun they can work with. Germans are not going to be able to hold that. They need to get some reinforcements up there or something. You know, the Germans at the center doing their best to try and hold the line against the British. They're really pretty good in prolonged engagements that are like static. Well, down here, looks like the Stuart gets taken out. We're probably going to have another airdrop of airborne. Yeah, more airborne are dropping in behind enemy lines. That's a problem for the Germans, but they do have a machine gun back here. Some Gunniers are quickly trying to get around to try and cover the ground. This is the MG44. They're going to have to be very careful with their movements. That's going to be an AT bomb on it. And then they're trying to get out of there. Oh, but that's going to slow down the SS's tech up. Still, they're going to lose all those airborne squads, which is not very good. Airborne squads are quite expensive. I find some waiting down here. Americans have to be quite cautious. The Brits are slowly pushing up, using a lot of their Bren guns here to their advantage. Lots of automatic weapons. I don't think the Germans are prepared for this, so they have to pull back. Now the Americans getting around the flank too. The pack is not really equipped for dealing with this. But the Untersturmführer trying to do his best to hold. We also have Luke's just striking around the front line, trying to keep tabs on everything. And we have another armored car with some more mechanized cavalry troopers for the United States. And the Germans cannot really get back to the fuel point easily anymore. Oh, Luke spotted out the armored car. Armored car is not equipped for that, so the cavalry troopers immediately ditch. Do a bazooka team nearby. Well, they may have to scare off that Lux is the question. Wow, the Lux waited, but it didn't help it. It was holding fire until it saw the anti-tank team. But we have another Lux arriving here from another German player. So down here, not much is going on at the moment. With the 50 caliber machine guns here by the airborne. Airborne forwarding cam and here to get airborne troops from and operator from. Very nice. The Lux is trying to press at the center here, but the British troops are holding the ground for the most part, but they're deciding to pull back instead. Half-track's threatening up here, but it gets taken out by a pack. That's what the Commandeers can do from there. They'll have to pull back there quick. As the Lux come up to try to get a kill. Getting a good job of it, killing one squad there. Looks is pretty damn efficient in what it can do against infantry. We just really get to see it. Just hunting down that machine gun team. The troopers gonna be doing much out in the open there. We're setting up that big K into the universal carrier. Nope. Just covering the flank a little bit. 50 caliber machine gun can actually deal with the looks though. So it's already taking out the main gun there and causing engine troubles. Remember, 50 caliber machine guns can really be a problem to the looks now. As you can see. That's the power of the 50 caliber machine gun. So we have another airdrop coming in here from the United States as well as the Sherman pushing up. Are they gonna drop back here? That might be risky. Yep. Oh, that's not a good idea. You don't want to drop in an area where you want enemy fire. As you can see, the airborne is just getting mowed down. They're basically easy targets as they come in. That's not charge on the forward headquarters though. Which might actually just a one-day engagement for that one squad, but now the Puma is opening up. And that green is not going to do much. The ship is now pressuring. You have a super Panzerstrike team waiting in ambush. There's also Pack. Jaeger's also been also stand still at the moment. They have opened fire, however, which is not good, but the Pack opens fire. While this is going on, though, the British forces are advancing. The Mthis' Panzer forces are doing their best to try and hold the line. But the British Grenadiers are just slowly pressing further and further up. And give it a 42 Stingers best to try and hold. Not a smoke grenade going out, though the Brits are being very efficient at that. With a command tank on the field, though, for the Germans. Brits captured the point and decide to pull a little bit back. Very smart. They're slowly getting more and more ground. There's also a British Recce team on the field. You know, the Americans are trying to dig in. We have another aircraft flying over the battlefield, giving the Allies a little bit more of an idea what's going on, a reconnaissance loiter. That's actually really smart. So now the Americans know basically everything that's going on down here. However, they cannot see the Panzerstrike teams that are waiting. But the airborne are not really using many vehicles. I said in there preparing a Sherman, so hey, as usual. We do have some airborne mortars coming onto the field now. Put the game to work. Aim to take out a machine gun by the looks of it. So the machine guns so far are very, very safe thanks to the sandbags. It all takes is one shell hitting the right spot. Like that, killing one of the members. You know, up here, looks like the Americans are trying to make another push. You have some SS-5 Jaegers in the field. You need 2 SS Jaeger. Like high quality infantry. Doing their best to try and hold the line. Lloyd Dan trying to call in some kind of artillery strike. Jaeger's almost killed there by a Sherman. Also, they're going in around the American machine gun. But the airborne are trying to figure out a way to get in. Lots of bongers have been set by the Germans, though. So I'll try and cover the line. Oh, Puma flanks the Sherman. I guess hit by an AT rifle grenade. For some engine damage. The Sherman can still just turn around to attack it. Everyone takes it, taking it out. Or gets hit by a Panzerstrike. But survives, so he can back off. The cavalry troopers are doing their best to try and hold the line meanwhile. See, remember, there are more Pumas being prepared here now by the Panzer forces. Shimmer went down here for the airborne. So we have another airdrop coming in. Probably again back here. At least my assumption. We see the Teller mines, just S-mines so far. But that's where the Panzer teams are just waiting, I am assuming. Ooh, they're landing right here! Might be gonna fire though, that might actually be decent enough because they're dealing with Panzerjägers. Ooh, that's an incendiary grenade though. And there's also a squad of Storm Pioneers with a flamethrower. And so I'm not really thinking that's working out here for Commander section.
We lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out.
You know, the Sherman is clearing out the S-mines down here by just driving over them. S-mines are primarily fragmental, so I don't think it's gonna do that much damage to a tank. But the Panzerjägers are waiting around patiently. Just have to wait for the right moment. Also, the Panzer IV arriving down here.
Ready. Send orders.
We have some Pathfinders moving up to try and take the point. But there's still mines there. But they're mostly fine. That's great though. I give that down. Yep. Almost kills the entire squad. Ooh, that's not gonna be good for the Sherman. The Sherman has to back off quick. Panzer IV is just a little bit more superior in this kind of engagement. And well, up here, the British Grenadier Guards still trying to prepare for another push. Lots of Thompsons being handed out here. Artillery's coming in. This sounds like an Abelwerfer. Yep, big Navalwerfer rockets landing across the front line there. But a big push from the United States has been prepared. Another plane flying over here for the United States. Probably more medical equipment. Yeah, looks like it. Now, light mortars are trying to do their best to try and harass the German positions. Germans trying to push on the north here. Panzer from the stealth Fallschirmjägers. Getting a very good hit in. More Shermans also running for the United States. He's been tossed toward that trench because the Americans know the Germans are there. Fallschirmjägers quickly ditch out and run off. We're going for a flank. Getting close. But fails. Pumas have really been working out here for the Germans that well. We also have a common down the field for the British, and then a second common order being prepared. So very high quality tank now running for the British forces. More Shermans are running for the airborne. The Communists are still fighting alongside the cavalry troopers here. The Germans still holding that line. Comets are able to start pushing up. F1 cannot fight a Comet. There are a few things that the Germans at the moment can fight a Comet head on. Comet is a pretty damn good tank after all. And it's going to be able to threaten the German Panzer HQ. Although it's not really hitting it at the moment. Now it is. They need to use explosives if they want to actually damage it. Just finding AP rounds is not going to do much. When the Americans starting to push down here. Panzer IV tries to move around the flank. AT going to stay able to stop it. But the Americans have secured a little bit more of the roads. We will see a big forward observation bunker being set up here, or at least attempt at one, but it gets stopped. Unique to Mattcasting. It's a very high defensive structure to be able to de-assist that way. Also some Stormtroopers on the field here for the Mattcasting. Can be equipped with an MG34 if you're playing as a Mattcasting, which is not something you expect Stormtroopers to have. Panzer 4 gets hit there, now it might have to be in that Panzer 4. Sherman and 80 gun on it. Ooh, Sherman misses, but 80 gun does not. Panzer 4 gets taken out. That's a new open the Americans can make use of. You'll up here, the Americans starting to press again. Over half Storm 3 for the Mthis is trying to hold as well. Falling in some kind of precision barrage. The American soldiers just trying to get closer and closer. Or use cover to get into a better position. Just have to pull back, probably realizing an artillery strike is going to be happening soon. And the British force doing a push for the center, but they're being targeted by naval buffers. Force them back. Ooh, that was actually a Stuka strike. Killing 3 British squads, damn! They actually wiped out all the rifle sections. That is nuts. Also British heavy mortar, but the British lost all their basic infantry. That is gonna suck and hurt. We're gonna see the Irish Guard being called to replace them. The Shermans are trying to push up again, but the Paks are keeping them at bay. So the US airborne have made another landing. So far they've got a little bit better of it this time. Able to actually secure ground. Might be shot to pieces immediately. That should be dangerous for the Germans, because if those airborne get set up properly, they can be a real big pain. They see the proper equipment. You can see Panzer 4J coming up. Airborne are pulling back to more defensible locations. And we'll use the structures available to them. I think there's still mines about, so they have to be careful. Panzer 4 pushes up. Yeah, but have been spotted in that structure, so they have to pull out.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
We got some artillery going on an awful flank there. Oh, and more airborne gets mowed down there. And they're using the airborne a little bit too frequently. They are not cheap squads. Here another drop coming in. Is this going to be more airborne or something else? If it's more airborne, they're probably going to die if they land around here. Oh, they're going back here. You have lots of airborne going on. We must have to quickly turn around to deal with this now. This is Sherman start pushing. There's a stock G nearby. Panzer 4J in the flank. But I like what the Americans are trying to do here. They're trying to just be a nuisance and hitting all the flanks at once. But they're losing all their tanks here. Now the airborne has set up behind them. Still the Panzer 4J though. And Stumpaniers could turn around to deal with this. They might very well do. Well, up here the firefights still going on. Lots of artillery being used. We also have a Panther tank here. Of Waffen-SS Jäger. Very potent Panther. Can actually be equipped with an infrared scope, and I think it actually is. That's some good Fanta. Yeah, I can start against position. Asuka team trying to set up here. Hits. Very good rocket right there. But the airborne not really doing so well here. It's been hit from too many angles. The airborne are just suffering heavy losses today. They make a comeback from that, that's the question, because apparently the Germans still holding the line. The Irish Guards now on the field here. Very high quality assault infantry available to the British Guard forces. Commandos is pushing up. The Irish Guard fails to take the point as they get pinned down. Small ground being used to try and provide cover for them. Command is moving a little bit too close here, which could be risky, but the point is now in British hands. The Mthis is doing a pretty good job holding up here, all things considered. Panther still being repaired up there. But US Airborne are not doing too hard. Could allow the German mechanized force to try and flank around at some point. Also going in the American positions, forcing them off. But the Allies are so far starting to push up a little bit again. So with the southern flank being firmly in German hands, that means a lot of munitions is just going into the Germans. Which means a lot more upgrades for the infantry. Also the Osten on the field here. Osten could be a very big trouble here, but he gets hit by a bazooka. And then gets taken out immediately by a Sherman. Oh, Panther's in trouble, it's been dazed, and it's got a big hit on it. Decides to pull back entirely there, very good to see. Artillery going out there. Looks like the... That's a Calliope. Yeah, the Americans are brought in Calliope. You need to use mechanized. British tries to try applying a lot of pressure here. Widespread rocket barrage, as you can see. Another big push from the United States infantry. And spread out to stand in advance. And use all the cover they can find. The Germans are in a very good position here. Even have the Hausstumpf opening up with his little pistol. And we have lots of armored forces appearing down here in the southern flank. That's going to start threatening the airborne quite a bit more. And the airborne are not really well equipped at the moment. They have no dedicated infantry squads. Mthis has Panzer forces trying to dig in as well. Digging in the stock G there. The Allies are slowly starting to lose momentum, I feel. They need to start pushing through somewhere. And having lost that southern flank for a while is certainly a problem. Woodstock gets hit big by a 17-pounder. Not good for it. Ooh, that 17-pounder shot missed though, flying straight over it. But the Comac also hit it. Stock gets taken out. And the Americans are pressing the fuel point again. Being quite efficient with all those company engineers. Just applying a lot of pressure with them. But the German Jaeger force is still holding on. They're trying desperate to try and get the Panther repaired. But the Americans keep pushing. Lots of bullets going out here. Artillery going in the American positions. Flashing gets a little bit too close here, and now the company needs to get into the trench. SMG's opening up on them and mowing them down very quickly, as you can see. Cycle charge is going in here for the coming engineers. They're trying to hit the Panther. The Panther just backs off. Americans are suffering heavy losses for gaining this ground. And the British are also trying to push down here, but not really working out too well. Germans just dug in. The Airborne are, however, stuck in their little position down here. Not being able to do much, but Germans not really doing much either. Just keeping an eye on things. Even sending some troops out to support, like they've also got an Immo in here, a very large howitzer, to support them. which is already doing a lot of work here in the American positions. Another air drop going in overhead. Probably some more airborne troops are about to land back here. Very risky maneuver, especially with the flak gun. As you can see, especially with the Sturmheiniers as well, they're just mowing down the airborne. Another failed jump. I feel the Americans are just wasting a lot of manpower on those airdrops. They're not really helping much. You see double Sherman 76 being prepared. And Germans just remain digging in. That Panther being dug in is going to be very hard to dislodge. Germans are taking up for heavy armor though. We might see some much bigger things coming out soon. British is swinging around at the moment. As the American mechanized forces are preparing for the push up north. You see a Sherman is being prepared behind us. Probably the best version of the Sherman in my opinion. What's it been calling here by the Untersturmführer? It's gonna be a small precision barrage. Force the Americans to move a bit. Delaying their attack a little bit longer. The Germans time to bring another MG42 up and just prepare to hold down the line. And the center of the Germans are holding on pretty well, just remaining dug in. Second ammo going is being set up here by the Germans. So lots of heavy artillery now being available to the German forces. Can certainly help swing the battle against the British in the center. Now Royal Guard's about to be hammered here. Yeah, one shell hitting quite close to that combat. The Americans trying to push up here. Calliope stunning the German defense and allows them to move in. That's how you use rocket artillery. You use it just before you push. Because it stuns all the enemy defenders. And allows the American infantry to just push up very aggressively. Germans lost a lot of infantry here for the Jaeger side. But that Panther is still going to be able to hold. The Americans don't have a lot to deal with that Panther at the moment. You see they're slowly driving up. Again, the Americans are suffering heavy losses to achieve this. E6 gets cleared out. Pack gets cleared by a White Forces grenade. So doing their best, but more German infantry just pushes up to try and hold the line. And now the Mthis is trying to push up the southern flank here. The airborne are not really prepared for this, I think. You have the two double Shermans pushing up for the center here. Trying to help the British forces. And lots of artillery also flying about. I'm feeling a little bit woozy. Sherman 76 gets cleared out there by the Command Panther. Or Command Panzer somehow. Mthis also coming out here for the Americans. Command Panzer does fire fast while entrenched. All tanks fire fast while entrenched, by the way. But I don't think it can win, can it? It actually won out. Being entrenched really does a lot of wonders for that tank, doesn't it? There's also now two Panthers in the field for the Jaegers, which might be enough to stop pushing back the Allies. First of all, the artillery going in. Quickly turning his gun there. And the German tanks need to be careful of the comets, because the comets have a very high chance to penetrate. Man Panther finally gets... Oh, Panther still holding on. Subtle shots did not hit the Panther. And that flak gun has really done a lot of work here to the British forces. The Panthers are slowly creeping up. The American mechanized force have lost a lot of their units. You see another Calliope in the field. But they need the munitions to keep these things firing. Without the munitions points, they're not really getting a lot to work with. Panther finally gets cleared out. Let me just pour the last of my sparkling water here. I always try to have some sparkling water when I drink soda. Why am I feeling so woozy all of a sudden? I might be the only caster here today. I'm feeling like this. Oh, good shot there from the AT gun, I think. Oh, the E8 nearby. That's going to be very rapid firing cannon. That's very careful still. Panther, still Panther. That's a very high penetration chance. Also, I don't recommend keeping your anti-tank infantry very close to each other. They actually suffer a huge accuracy debuff if they're near other anti-infantry or anti-tank units. Because all the smoke exhaust is basically blocking each other's sight. Down here we have a little bit of a tank fight. Comets and M10 fighting against the German stock. As two pioneers trying to advance. M10 wins out there. And the Germans are suffering heavy losses down here now too. They do have 3 Immergrün, so that's a lot of a heavy investment in heavy artillery. Which is hopefully helping their team, but it is not the most efficient thing resource-wise to do when there's 3 of them. Panther also in the field now for debuff. And well, the Germans just have a lot of Panthers today. The immigrants just hitting the American lines up here. Not making it easy for them to do anything. Now the Brits are slowly trying to push them through the center here. Just applying pressure every little bit they can. The M10 has some pretty good range, by the way. Not underestimate the range of the M10. Most thing gets cleared out. Ooh, I'm feeling so hot right now. Ugh. There's a firefight just continue around the center here. Oh, EC8's having a little bit of a firefight here with the Panther. A good shot into the Antler turret. But the Immigrant is now opening up near them. But the SS infantry is pushing up to support the Panthers. Ooh, that ship has to be careful. Very sacrificial Sherman, that. Let's clear it out there. There'll be another airdrop of airborne behind enemy lines down here. Which is still behind Yasan nearby. And M10 is forced the Panther force back bit by bit. Take out one Storm Pioneer squad there, I think. One flag is able to cover the airborne there.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out. Fire now! Orders! Relay orders!
A Panther present on the north. Not really much going on there. And Comet pushing up for the center now. Honestly, there's not a lot to stop it. But the Comet's not the most reliable anti-tank or anti-infantry weapon. And well, the Americans slowly pushing up down here. M10 has to pull back for repairs. We have another half track coming down here to secure ground. There's even a 4 HQs there that's been established here by the Germans. But they've lost a lot of their units now. The Germans hold on for this. Because the Allies are slowly getting an upper hand somewhere, but they lost a lot of the ground up north now. As the Germans did some kind of a comeback slowly. But here comes the American infantry. Yeah, that's a lot of extra numbers. Speaking of numbers, I think we have another airdrop coming in. They've been quite active with those airdrops, aren't they? Yep, that's a whole 10 airborne troopers just landing there now. This time they're not really opposed. Have to deal with that stuck though. Command Panthers also relocating southwards. Probably gonna try and satchel charge the Emo if they can. Want to deny it. Instead we're gonna see AT grenades, okay. Nice to satchel charge the Command Panther. Which takes it out. But the Major and his crew still around. Actually, it would not be a Major when this Waffen is, it would be something else. Sturmbannführer, I think? And that might be the second officer. I cannot quite tell. Oh, it is a Sturmbannführer. I am not mistaken. Huh. My brain does work sometimes, even when I'm in this weird state. More states are running for the United States. Panthers doing their best to hold the line. Here comes the EC-8s. And they have very high rate of fire. I don't think the Panther wants to be that close to EC-8s. Because of that, as you can see. You know it has a higher chance to penetrate. EC-8 can just fire so fast. I guess clearly there was staying a little bit too long. Someone was trying to mow down the American stand succeed. Was das eine unique upgrade, das mechanisierte? Oder ist die MG44? Think about something else. And we'll push a little bit up there. The Brits are firmly holding onto the center here. Oh, I am feeling quite tired. Hopefully this match will not last too much longer. Why am I feeling so tired? All of a sudden. They want to secure more ground here. He's not really going to be equipped without any upgrades here. That's a lot of automatic fire, well, semi-automatic fire from the airborne. And the 48 crew is now in trouble. This might be a death sign for the Germans. The Americans and the British are pushing up pretty damn well. I'm coordinating a bit with their units looks-wise by the... unit-wise by looks of it. I cannot speak today. They will still remain down here, but they cannot really do much. And now both the munitions points are in Allied hands. This will certainly help the Allies get more resources to work with to upgrade their squads. M10s are threatening the forward flag HQ of the Waffen-SS. And it's destroyed, they cannot get Panthers anymore. They killed the gun on it, which will make it easier to approach. Lots of rockets. And meanwhile, the Americans are able to push up down here now very efficiently. Okay, so that Panther fall. Oh, everything gets cleared out there by a Panzer 4J. The Americans decided to destroy their Panzer HQ, but it's not really working out with him like this. Well, they've almost destroyed it. But they certainly need that Panzer IV to remain operational to hold. Yeah, but on a very good infantry though, as you can see. It's being suppressed by the MT-42s. Up here, the Americans also doing a big push. Able to use the power of numbers to try and get a little bit of an edge, but so far the Germans are still repulsing it. Able to fire outside this destroyed building or whatever it is. Oh, my ears are itching in a moment. But M10 coming out looks like the airborne stops everything but an airborne squad and an AT gun. That is pretty damn painful. They're gonna drop here at the front line, aren't they? Yep, they're gonna drop right into the middle of a firefight. Which I do not advise doing, by the way. Oh, they have to drop back there. Very smart. Just as the squad dies. When grenade assaults get used. Yeah, we're not suffering too many losses here. But if after test losing squads is a little bit more important, I feel. Panzer IV is now pushing up though. I'm having a little bit of a firefight here in the center. Well, north of the center. That also is not gonna last long. Yep, it's out of control. I think the Germans are running out of steam. It's hard to say. It looks like the Germans surrender. Makes sense. It was a long and hard-fought battle, but the Allies' attrition rate is just beating them down at the moment. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you next time, everyone. Bye-bye!